Well, hi, my friends. So it's been a while since I've done a video, and I just want to say thank you for hanging in there with me. I haven't decided what to do as far as reading is concerned, but I just kind of wanted to give you a little update on what I've discovered so far with my readings and my studies and my journey and my growth when it comes to things spiritual. As you know, I read the Bible. That took me a year and a few months. I've been reading the 300-page or whatever book, 400-page book of Swedenborg sampler of about 4 or 5 books. And so what I've learned from all of the near-death experiences and different spiritual people on YouTube and other channels is that, first of all, we as a part of God, okay, and you remember Jesus said that, do you not all know that you are gods, okay, that we are a spark from the Lord, okay, and we are spirit, and we are God's children, or source, however, whatever name you want to use, whatever's comfortable for you. And that we are both male and female inside of our spirit. We might manifest physically as a male or female, or, change. But to know that wherever we're placed in the corner of the world, and each part of the world has its own frequency, vibration, its own angel helping, and we are all connected. We don't have to necessarily be under one government or one ruling or whatever, but we all know that we're connected. We all know that we love each other, that we're all here to raise the vibration of Earth to a different and new Earth, okay? And that we have been going through this transition since 2012. We're now at 2018 as I'm doing this video. And that we are all love, and we are that the Lord wants heaven on earth, okay? And as above, so below kind of thing. So how do we do that? We need to tap into the love that's in our heart. Not be so mired up in our thoughts in our mind, because we know that our thoughts are coming from outside of our head, sometimes our own thoughts, and that we keep going through this loop that keeps us distracted from our heart's intent. It puts a cap on the heart, it builds a wall around the heart, and we need to let go of the external thoughts that keep us distracted and keep us busy, that we don't remember to do our heart's intent and to let our heart rule our minds and bodies, because the heart corresponds with heaven, as well as our soul corresponds with heaven to a higher level. And so each of us in our own place vibrate and do our work, and we are vital. If it were not for you, things would not work well, okay? So you are much needed and much loved, and in your place wherever you're at. And we are sent here to learn these things, to learn to love, to learn to give to others, and to raise the vibration of the earth to be heaven-like, okay, at this time. And the only thing constant is change. And I learned that a long time ago. There's always change. And so if you don't change with it, don't clean up your act, if you will, look at what has been keeping you from flourishing and being all that you can be, so to speak, and sharing your gifts and and letting your inner light shine, then you're not able to do your part because you've capped your heart, okay, with all these thoughts and external things that are going on. And there's ways you can look online how to help yourself not be codependent, not to get over your childhood traumas and stuff. I'm not here to explain all that to you. I'm just telling you what I've been going through. Now, recently, I've been dealing with this narcissistic thing happening, and there's plenty of things online also that can help you dealing with certain narcissists who are parents or siblings or friends, bosses, that kind of thing. What can you do? And so you can look online for that too as well. Number one thing people are saying is no contact, or if you have to have contact. I want to come from it from the heart. Okay, I have to look at some things of my own and work on my own reasoning of why I would allow these things to happen in my life and how I can change those. And I have to do what I need to do for me that works for me. So I can't tell you what works for you. Other people can give you suggestions. Other qualified therapists can give you tools to use to help you go through that. I've had to do it my own work, my own way. The other thing too is to know that we are also energy, where we are spirit, and everything that we're connected to is pure love. Love is energy. Love is math and science and all that stuff that I never liked as a kid. I've done a few tests. I've found that I'm an advanced empath, and I feel things, and and I've capped those things. Otherwise, I couldn't function. Okay, there was a time where I lost a dog, for example, in my younger days. I loved that. It wasn't even my dog; it was my mother's dog, and yet I, for weeks, was sobbing over the fact of losing this dog, and that I had prayed to God for this dog to be healed. And I knew with all my heart and soul that the Lord could heal this dog, but the dog wasn't healed and eventually had to be put down. And I was distraught over that. So to protect myself, I learned to cap those feelings. But now I'm learning to re-engage those feelings again, because I realize that's what I'm here for, okay? And that it's okay to have those feelings, and it's okay to be empathic towards that. People need that, okay? And I noticed that where I work, that I affect people. I hear it from other people, I hear it from my own partner. And sometimes I've gone over other people's boundaries, not realizing, and wasn't sure of my own boundaries at the time. Now I do, and of course, if I ever hurt anyone, I feel terrible about it, and of course, apologize profusely if I have, so that I'm still learning, even at this age, on how to experience what I was supposed to experience here. Loving, being loving and giving love and helping the world get to where it needs to get to during this transition time. Born in the middle 50s, I went through the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and 90s. I've been through all of that tumultuous time, all that influence from, the wars and the music and the culture and being in America, during that time. That's where I was planted, okay? and being on the coast and and experiencing America and doing a little bit of traveling. I've not been out of the States, but well, that's not true. I've been to North and South America. Been to Canada. I haven't been to Alaska yet, but yeah, so I've been across the United States and various states and stuff like that. So, but I've not been to Europe or any other place yet. I would like to, if that's in the cards, so to speak. But anyway, so that's what's going on. And plus, musically, I do have a gift, so I want to share that, lovingly towards people, and I feel words and songs, and I feel the emotion and everything, and hopefully that resonates with people, and that gets through to them, and helps them, and gives them a positive distraction, if you will, for a little while from their bombardment of thoughts and negative distraction. Hopefully it gives them positive distraction and uplifting, and through this time period that we're going through. The other thing too is that we, after listening to Howard Storm and other near-death experiencers, is that I keep hearing also about that the earth is becoming renewed, that the food is poisoned. Well, we know about Monsanto, and now they're called Bayer. If you didn't know that, they've been bought out by Bayer Company, which is the aspirin Bayer. So beware of foods and try to eat more like raw foods, like Native Americans, wherever you're at. If you're in America, the things that they would eat were corns and beans and dried meats, and from seal or beef or buffalo or mammoth or cornmeal, stuff like that. So more legumes, more nuts, pine nuts, that type of thing. So that could be very helpful for you medically. Remember, food is medicine. So beware of what you're eating, and try to get back to that state of being more organic, and know that the marijuana plant is a paradise plant. It is helping people with cancer. So do the drops, the CBD drops or whatever, so that you don't get high, okay? Because I don't agree with that. Trust me, I went through the 60s. I've done a lot of different things, so I know that I certainly don't want to be on the road driving with some person that's high, drunk or high at all. So where you're at, help your family, yourself first. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first, then you can help others. And help yourself first, and then help others around you. Help wherever you're at work. Know that you're there for a reason. People who are there in your life at this time are there for a reason, to help you learn what you need to learn before you transition back home. Okay? All right, so I hope this helps. I hope it's, give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, only if you like it. And leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. I haven't heard from you guys for a while, so hope to hear from you soon. And doing some music this Friday with my friend Brian. We'll be in Ventura at the Bell Arts at 7 o'clock. And if God wills it and everything works out, we will be there doing a few songs. And come and join us if you can. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.